everyone, what is going on? And welcome to the very first episode of my Go Battle League series where I climb the online PvP ladder. I am super excited for this series. And if you're excited for Go Battle League and this series as well, definitely leave a like. And if you see yourself in one of these battles, comment down below and let me know. And it's a pleasure battling. I really do appreciate it. So my team, I'm using 3 Pokemon, and you can change up your Pokemon. But the 3 Pokemon for these 5 videos I am using going to be Registeel, Medicham, and Azumarill. For the next video, I will change it up. But anyway, she gets beyond the lead. I do switch to my Registeel. She switches to her Heracross, so definitely not looking good for me. I do go ahead and go for my Flash Cannon, knowing that this would do a lot of damage. It doesn't knock it out, but it still does a lot. Couldn't get to another one before she gets to what I assume to be a close combat. So I'm going to allow my Registeel to go down. But as you noticed, the Heracross does have its defense lowered, so we're going to be able to come in and farm it down with bubbles before she gets off another charge move. She's going to go ahead and bring in Altaria. I do go and get off that Ice Punch. And, Ice Beam, excuse me. So obviously she's going to shield that. So as you can see, I did lag, and I took probably about 3 Dragon Breaths, I would say. It didn't do a lot of damage, but it's still a little bit of lag. So I'm going to go ahead and shield this Sky Attack. And trying to get to another Ice Beam, we do go ahead and get to that Ice Beam. So I'm expecting the last shield because she doesn't want to take an Ice Beam to the face, not with an Altaria. So I switch into my Medicham to try and get to an Ice Beam, or an Ice Punch, excuse me, an Ice Punch. So we do go ahead and get to that Ice Punch, and without shields, she's going to have to take it. So she does take it. That looked like a CMP tie because she's going for the Sky Attack right now, which actually will not knock out Medicham. But, yeah, then the Dragon Breath will be able to. So I bring in a Azumarill. My goal is to just try and knock out Altaria. Unfortunately, she takes my last shield by going for Sky Attack. So I do go ahead and shield that one up. And I do knock out Altaria. Now, I was hoping her Azumarill didn't have Play Rough. Obviously, she's in a better position than I am because we both don't have any shields and she has more health. So if it had Play Rough, I was looking to be in a little bit of trouble. And she does go for a charge move again. I was hoping it was Ice Beam, but unfortunately it is Play Rough, so I was not expecting to win. We do get off a Play Rough, and this is obviously not going to be able to take out the Azumarill. So I just need one more, but at the same time she needs one more, which I figured she would get to. She does lag a couple of bubbles, but I was like tapping on the Play Rough. I didn't necessarily like really notice it at the time, and I also lagged a couple of Dragon Breaths earlier, if you notice, against my Azumarill. So I felt like it was fair. Like, she did lag a couple of times where she probably could have gotten to the Play Rough, but I also lagged earlier in the game, so I still felt like it was fair in that regard. But we do go ahead and win that one. Maybe we should have lost it, I don't know, but again, I felt it was fair. I don't know, guys. So we go ahead and win that one. But yeah, generally speaking, I am going to try, if I notice my opponent lagging, I am going to try and stop attacking. Generally speaking, I know you don't have to. There's nothing forcing you to do so, but I'm going to try and do that because I always feel for my opponents usually, and I like to do that. But either way, you don't have to. Anyway, I go for the Ice Beam, and he makes the switch into Kingdra. And that was a really nice switch on his end to catch the Ice Beam. It is neutral to Kingdra. That Kingdra has Water Gun, which is very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Play Rough. And I could have gotten away with going with an Ice Beam, but I do go ahead and go for the Play Rough. It will be shielded, so that is fine. That is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and be hit with this attack. It's going to be an Outrage. Azumarill can eat an Outrage easily, so I'm okay. And we do get to a Play Rough, and I do go for the Play Rough. I don't know why. I mean, an Ice Beam would have knocked it out as well at that range. So, again, I could have went for the Ice Beam, but I just went for the Play Rough. In comes the Probopass, and I am going to go ahead and allow my Azumarill to go down because I have that Medicham ready to go. So Rock Slide will knock us out. I do bring in my Medicham, and we go for that Dynamic Punch immediately. Because we have the energy stored up, expecting the shield, so we do go ahead and take that shield, so that's good for us. Switching into Medicham, so I almost click on the Dynamic Punch, but luckily I switch it to Ice Punch, which not going to do a lot of damage, but I'll take it. Now I know this Medicham has been using Power Up Punch, so I don't have to worry about Power Up Punch. I don't know what other move it has. Could be Ice Punch, I'm not really sure. So we do get to an Ice Punch, and I am going to go ahead and be able to knock out this Medicham. So Medicham does fall. So now in comes the Probopass, and Probopass is going to get off a charge move. However, I go ahead and shield. it is going to be a Rock Slide, so I just figured it's basically a home run at this point. We are able to knock out that Probopass. So, good game to my opponent. Great game. Very well played as well. So we're going to jump into my next opponent. And this round I had significant lag. It was really annoying. But it happens. It happens. So I'm going to go ahead and use Registeel against a Dragonite. And pretty good for me, I would say. I mean, we do resist the Dragon moves. So I will go for the Flash Cannon with my Registeel, doing a lot of damage to that Dragonite. Almost knocking it out. I was actually curious if I'd be able to knock it out with Lock On. That's how much damage Flash Cannon did. So we do take in Outrage to the face. And as you can see, here comes the lag, right? So, yeah, this is a little bit annoying. So we do get hit with that, and now I can't do anything, and my opponent is taking advantage of it, but I don't blame them, right? I mean, there's nothing you could do. There's no judge to, like, issue a rematch or anything like that, right? So I don't blame my opponent for doing that. I have nothing against my opponent for that. I totally understand it. So we actually managed to knock out the Dragonite with Bubble. But anyway, in comes Sceptile. And again, I'm lagging at this point. They're attacking, but I can't see anything, and I didn't notice it at the time. As you can see, I'm losing health. Can't do anything about it. I'm just going to go ahead and let this attack go through. It will be a Leaf Blade, which will knock out my Azumarill. And let's see what comes in. It is going to be my Registeel. Registeel is almost out, but we do manage to get a Flash Cannon off against the Sceptile. And, well, so I thought, at least, because now, again, I'm frozen, and he's actually attacking, but I don't know that because I'm still frozen. But again, I don't blame my opponent. Like, if you continue to attack, kind of like with my Azumarill in the first game, I thought she should have been able to get to the play rough first, but I was still able to do so. It looked like she lagged for like 2 bubbles. But again, I felt like that game was a little bit fair. I don't know. But either way, this game totally can't do anything. Totally can't do anything. So I actually restart my game. The game eventually goes off, and then somehow my Medicham is like very low health, so I just let it go down. So I do go ahead and lose that one. A little bit annoying, but again, I don't blame my opponents for taking advantage of it, because there's nothing anyone can do about it. It's just part of the game, right? So if you do that, that's okay. It's okay. No hard feelings. If I do it, no hard feelings. And I mean, in the heat of the moment, you might want to do it, right? So I go for the bluff. It's not really a bluff because it would do a lot of damage, but I do go for the Flash Cannon, which is a little bit cheaper in energy. I go for another Flash Cannon against this Tauros. Now, honestly, I didn't know what moves Tauros had. We'll have to find out. So I do go ahead and take this attack. Again, I had no idea. I was thinking like Horn Attack. I don't even know if it gets Horn Attack. It actually hits me with an Earthquake, although I was still able to survive it. I didn't think I'd be able to survive that, but we actually do take it and get off our charge move, which is going to be a Focus Blast. So we do knock out that Tauros. So down both shields on my opponent's end, definitely really positive for us. And because we resist Dragon Breath and we're tanky, we're actually able to get to a Flash Cannon, which is incredible. I didn't think I'd be able to get to the Flash Cannon, but we're able to, and that does a lot to an Altaria. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Loving Registeel. The reason I love Registeel so much is, for one, I've never used it before. So I just bought the second move today, actually. So we actually get hit with a Dragon Pulse. I thought it was going to be a Sky Attack, so I shielded it. I would have taken it had I known it was a Dragon Pulse, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and go for the Ice Beam against the Altaria, which will knock him out. And now he brings in Lucario. So my goal at this point is to just get to a Play Rough. And he actually quits out. So I guess he didn't think he could win. So very good games to my opponent. Very well played as well. So we're going to jump into the next one. I believe this is the last game. We can only have 5 games. So I lead with my Registeel against Meganium. And the Meganium, I have to watch out for Earthquake, right? So I do go ahead and get off my my Flash Cannon right now against this Meganium. And it won't be shielded. It does a lot. I decided not to switch. That wasn't a glitch or anything. I decided not to switch. So he does get off a charge move, and I do shield it because I'm afraid of Earthquake. He does have enough for Earthquake, but he goes for a Frenzy Blast, so that was a nice bluff on his end. I will go ahead and go for my Flash Cannon against this Meganium, and that will knock him out. So we take the lead. However, we're down a shield, so we do have to be careful. Now Lapras comes in, so I do have Focus Blast, and I decided to go for the Focus Blast because I was like, well, maybe he'll think it's going to be a Flash Cannon and not shield, although Flash Cannon would still do a lot because it's neutral, I think. But anyway, I do go ahead and take this attack. It's going to be an Ice Beam. I was honestly expecting the Surf, but an Ice Beam is fine as well. So we're going to go ahead and charge up to another Focus Blast, and I believe this is shielded as well. So yes, the Focus Blast is shielded, and now we will allow Registeel to go down right now. And it does go down, so we have the Medicham in the back, and we can just counter away. He actually pulls the switch into Latias, and I was happy to see that because we do have the Ice Punch. So a couple of Ice Punches. It's not going to be knocked out in one hit, but a couple of Ice Punches will get the job done. And as you can see, we do get to them. So we get to that other Ice Punch, and that is going to be enough to knock out the Latias. And now he brings in the Lapras, which is his last Pokemon, and I am going to go ahead and shield this one up. Don't want to take the attack because I was pretty sure I could get to the Dynamic Punch as we can. I could have knocked it out with counters. That Ice Beam I don't think would have knocked us out anyway, but regardless, we played it safe, so we do go ahead and knock out the Lapras, and we're going to go win that one. So we have 4 wins and 1 loss because of that lag, but those were all good games to all of my opponents. So if you saw yourself, as I said in one of these videos, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And they were great games. So I am exiting out at this point just to see my rewards. I wasn't sure how to claim them. My brother said exit out and go back in. So that's what I ultimately ended up doing. And now I can claim the rewards. I can't get the rare candies, unfortunately, because I did lose that game, but that's okay. I'm more interested in the TMs. As you can see, we got 1 TM right there. We do get a Snorlax encounter, which is that a guarantee? I don't know if that's a guarantee or not, but we do get a Snorlax encounter. So I'm not able to catch it. I just want to get my other rewards, so I just go ahead and throw a Golden Raz at it, and then we're going to go ahead and hit it. So we are catching the Snorlax. I have a Snorlax ready for Master League anyway, so I don't need Snorlax. I'm good on Snorlax, but it's a pretty cool reward for those that do need it. And we're going to go back in and see what else we've got. We've got some Stardust, always nice. And we have 5 Charge TMs, amazing. And yeah, that's going to be it for those rewards. We are currently rank 2. I think we're going to rank up. Are we going to rank up? Oh no, we have to claim, I believe, more. Yeah, so rank 2. And that will be it for this one, guys. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.